Hey guys, this is Non Lambers of Invoked 101. Welcome back to Singles Only. I'm actually really excited to be doing this. This series is off to a great start, and I'm super excited to continue it with week 2. So for week 2, I mentioned in the previous video that one of the biggest things we needed to get was Alan Bershin and the 3rd edition, and luckily for me, I went out today because my buddy said he sold his collection, which sucks because he had editions, but the store still had all 3 of his editions, so I was able to break their playset to finish my own. So that was really cool. That set me back $3. I also picked up a couple other things that will go onto TCGPlayer when I show them off, along with a few other things that I think specifically we needed to pick up. One of the big things that I think we need, especially moving towards playing against Benji, is back row removal. He's playing Time Thieves, which have a lot of back row, so I think playing some stuff to wipe some of that out would be good for us. Along with one of the other things that we need is some effect negation. So I think I found some really cool picks for this deck on a budget. Remember, we do have $35 this week because we won our duel, so I'm going to be using the vast majority of that to pay for that Alan Bershin. Anyways, with that said, let's get over to the desk and we'll start checking our prices for the cards we want to add. So here we are. This is the binder with our latest pickups. Please ignore my beautiful nail polish. Thank you, Mio. So opening up our decks for building binder, here are some of the things that I feel like we could add. So obviously we need to add the Alan Bershin. There is our 3rd edition, as you can see, and if you want to double check me for its price, it says $2.99 right on there. So there you guys go. I'm thinking about playing this as a level 5 extender. It says banish a Cybers from your graveyard, except Scripton, and then special summon him. And then if he's sent to the graveyard as material for the link summon of a Cybers, you can target a banished monster and shuffle it into the deck. I thought this could be interesting to play out as just another link extender, because I felt like I wasn't playing enough stuff that special summoned itself. So this set me back about $1, but we'll definitely double check it. Another thing I think we should be playing is Twin Twisters, especially for someone like Benji. So I think that could be really cool. I did put exchanges in here simply because I felt like exchange would be really annoying to play against. I also found a Monster Reborn, so this is just a common one, so I think that would be really nice to play. I have some Book of Moons. If we Book of Moon Benji, he can't Xyz with it. And then, of course, Forbidden Chalice. Now, I like Chalice. It's a common, which means it should be within our remaining budget after the 25 that this is most likely going to cost. And then on top of that, the Chalice basically works as Imperm right now. So yeah, really excited to try that out. I also have Lost Wind just in case, and we also have Vespanado because we can turn any of our dead Xyz monsters into this. Specifically the, is it Lamp? Lap? It's Lap something. It's L-A-P, Laplation. There we go, Laplation. But yeah, so we could turn that into Vespanado, which could be kind of cool. Although we do get locked into Cybers, so maybe it's not the best idea. Anyways, I'm going to set some of these out. We're going to jump onto the computer, and then we're going to check how much this is. Real quick, I do want to do this real quick. So I actually got, I picked up this deck box from our buddy Jordan down at Locals. This is, if you don't know what this deck box is, this is the Imperium Duelist deck box. It's really nice. It has a it has a dice tray down here, and it's nice. It's red on the inside, and this is actually one of the first run versions. I picked this up just thinking I was going to use it for something, and I didn't really know what deck I wanted to use this for, but I think we're going to move Mathmex from the tower into this, because I really like this a lot more, and I'm thinking about taking Mathmex with me to more things, like to Locals and stuff, because I don't know what deck to play, and I could really use some practice with this deck. So yeah, I think we're going to move this deck over into that one. TCGPlayer, as you guys can see, and we're going to start with the Alan Bershin, obviously. That's the most important card that we need. So, what is he? Is he a pre-math mech? Yeah, he's a pri-math mech. So, Alan Bershin. That's obviously the most important card we need for this week because he does so much for the strategy. Him and Addition are easily the first two things we're going to get with this week's 35. Wow, TCGPlayer being slow. Oh my gosh. All right. So, ooh, he went up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So the lowest here I'm seeing is 23, so that's what we're going to go with. First edition near mint, we're going to go with this 23 right here because we go for the lowest. So that's what we're going to go for is that 23 right there. So that is our Alan Bershin for 23. And like I said, I already mentioned that I bought this card by itself for $3. So now we're up to 26. Since it has literally a price tag on it. So the next card that I want to put in, just to try it out at least for this week, is Scriptin. I saw this in the same box that I saw the edition in, and I was like, huh, that's kind of neat. And like I said, I picked that up for $1, so we're going to see exactly how much that one's going for. So, Scriptin? Scriptin. This is some weird super rare from like Eternity Code. He is 20 cents. Yeah, so 25. So we're going to go for the 25 just because that makes everything easier. So we're at 26 and a quarter. Then we're going to just go for a common Monster Reborn. This one specifically is from the Heroes decks. So if we want to get into specifics, that would be it. Monster Reborn. Monster Reborn. Especially since there's so many Monster Reborns in this game. Yeah, oh my god. Market low to high. Flames of Destruction, Legendary Rage of... Oh, hey, that was in Rage of Ra. That's cool. King of Games, Legendary Yugi's decks. Oh, there was two in there. Duelist Pack Yugi. Legendary Hero decks is 20 cents as low as. So we'll do that, but we'll round it up to a quarter just to make it work with the other card, the Scriptin. So that's $26.50 that we're at. So the next thing I personally want to play is the Twin Twisters. I want to put in 2 Twin Twisters. We have like no back row removal, and I think the 2 Twin Twisters would do a lot. So Twin, I can't use the spacebar apparently. Twin Twisters in Yu-Gi-Oh! These ones that I have are commons from SR04. Is that Shadal? No, it's not. SR04 Dino Smasher. Ooh. Ooh. That's interesting. So I'm seeing 30 cents. I have 2 of them. So 30 cents plus 30 cents, that's 60 cents plus the 50. We're at $1.10, so we're at $27.10 for the 2 Twin Twisters. So now I can live without the Book of Moons, but I really want to play the Forbidden Chalice. And I'm trying to keep a little bit. We'll cover everything. What did we do last time for like shipping? We did like $2 shipping. So we're at $27.10. I want to play Forbidden Chalice. So, because I think that will do us a lot of good. And just moving forward with the deck, I think this is a good card to just pick up. So the 3 I have are commons, but as you can see here on the page, there's like a million different common printings. This one from Battle Pack 2, Wing Raiders, Legendary Hero decks, Premium... Oh! This is in Max Gold too. So the ones I have, this is from Hero decks, this is from Hero decks, and this is from Battle Pack 03. We'll just use 3, since they're all commons, and 2 of them are the same. We're just going to use what they are from the Legendary Hero decks for the pricing of that, and it's a quarter, so 75 cents. So we're at about 28, if rounding. So at about 28, what we'll do here, I think we can live without the Book of Moons this week. I have 2 rares here because these are the ones with the onks on them. I just like the Book of Moons with the onks on them because they look weird. They're different. But I think we'll call it good. I think we'll just play those and we'll save the Book of Moons for next week, and we'll save our 5 because, like I said, we'll use $2 for shipping. You can see Mio right there. You can see your little hands poking out. We'll save our $5 that we won for next week, and we'll call that good. Right now, I'm going to move back over to the desk, and we're going to start constructing our deck. I saw your face. There you are. Hey guys, it's Nod. Like 2 days later. So I filmed a deck profile that I was going to do for this video, this MathMech bit, but then I realized, hey, I should add microcoders. I actually have that in the budget, so I messaged my buddies. I was like, hey, who has microcoder? And I was only able to get one, but it's the ultra rare it's the promo one, the promo version, not the Toon Chaos one. So I got that, and then I dug out a very curled, like this is not even funny, Code Talker inverted for our 15th extra deck. So these together are about $3, which leaves us $2 under our current budget. So, yeah, there we go. I'm going to throw these into the deck, and we're going to redo the deck profile now with these guys in there, which doesn't change it a lot, but this guy definitely makes a bit of a difference. So I'm going to throw the camera on the desk, and I'll see you guys on there. So here we are at the desk, and we are doing the MathMechs once again. For me, this is the second time I'm doing this because I picked up a couple more things that were still within our singles only budget. But for you guys, this is the first time you're looking at it. I'm sorry if I'm a little sweaty looking. Like I can see like my hair is kind of matte into my forehead. The heat is on right now because it's extremely cold outside. It's like 23 out, and for some reason the apartment just gets really, really hot really quickly. But with that said, yeah. We're going to be taking a look at the monsters. I'm not going to go super in-depth with these because if you want to see something more in-depth and why I'm playing the numbers I'm playing, you can check that out in the last video, and I'll talk about some of the new stuff. I'll just talk about the new stuff. So we're starting off with the monsters. Of course, we're still playing 3 Sigma. This is one of the best ones because it lets you summon himself from hand or grave, which I learned, which is really nice. And then it says... If this card you control, I also learned that this doesn't have to be a tuner if you use it for a MathMech synchro. So if you summon Magma in the main monster zone, you can special summon this and synchro with 2 tuners, which is kind of cool. So he's really cool. Next up we have like the coolest normal summon in the deck, Diameter. Diameter is really cool because it's a monster reborn, and then it gives you a negate for the turn when it's used as material for a Xyz or synchro MathMech. And then 3 edition. This was the card that I was missing a third of, and I was able to pick one up, as you guys saw earlier in the video. So really excited to have 3 of him in the deck since he's a really nice extender. Him and Subtraction do a lot of the same thing, so really excited to have both of them in the deck. That's it for the 3 of MathMechs. I believe the next group of MathMechs are all 1-ofs, which is just Nabla, Multiplication, and Division. These are the 3 1-ofs. Nabla, I think, is honestly the best one because it gets you 1 out of the deck. Multiplication, I think, is the second best because it lets you modulate a tuner to become level 8, which is really nice. Division is honestly kind of the worst, but it does let you summon 1 from hand and grave, but I'd rather do the things Multiplication and Nabla do than Division. Also, the send to grave effects on Nabla and Multiplication. This one lets you attack twice, and this one doubles the attack of a monster, which is really nice. This one just halves the attack of one monster, which isn't super great, especially since it targets. So, yeah, I like these guys a lot more, and I might bump Nabla up to 2 since he's searchable off of the other guy, the Cypress Wicked. So, that's it for the MathMech monsters. Moving into our Cypress monsters, we are still playing the Triple Balancer Lord, who I think is great. This card is really cool, and this is another card that combos really well with Cypress Wicked, because what happens is whenever you banish this off of Wicked, you get the tuner search for Nabla or something, and then this triggers to special summon it from your hand in a new chain, which is really nice. It doesn't activate there, so you don't have to have a valid target in hand upon his banishing, which is really nice. Also, the extra normal summon is really good. I'm playing three Parallel Exceed still. 3 Parallel because it's really good. And then 2 new guys for the deck, Scriptin and Microcoder. Scriptin's probably going to become more Microcoders, same with this 3rd Parallel. I think 2 Parallel Exceed might be perfect, but we'll see how that goes. So yeah, right now, the 1 Microcoder, because this can search Signet Mining whenever we link it from our hand, which is really nice, into the Code Talker Extended, which will get us another summon from the hand. It's another extender. This will search Signet Mining, and then Code Talker will summon a guy from the hand. Scriptin lets us banish a Cybers from the graveyard, except a copy of Scriptin, to special summon it, and then if it's linked away for a Cybers, you get to target a banished monster and shuffle it back into the deck. So that's kind of nice. It's not super great, but it's another extender until I can get more Microcoders. And I didn't even think about Microcoder until recently, so... but yeah, Scriptin, I saw this in a bulk box when I was looking for editions, and I was like, oh, hey, that's kind of neat. So that's it for the monsters right now. Definitely cut back on the monsters, as you guys can see. Definitely a less amount of them in exchange for other things to help us counter Benji. 3 Signet Mining, of course, we were playing a Cybers deck, and so we are still playing our triple Signet Minings, which is really nice. The 2 Equations, and kind of in the same vein as Equation, we are playing the 1 Monster Reborn. These are just Monster Borns. That's all they are. And then for effect negation, I'm playing Forbidden Chalice. This deck doesn't really have any negates aside from Diameter, and this is almost like a budget impermanence in a lot of ways. So I think playing Chalice is really cool. I originally had a 3rd one in here, but I cut it for the Microcoder, so we might see that come back into the deck. I'll put it in the binder with stuff that I have at my disposal for this. Next up is I'm playing 2 Twin Twisters for back row hate. I definitely think some back row hate for now in the main is fine. I think next week we'll start talking about side deck stuff while we save up for other things. 2 Pot of Desires. This might end up leaving the deck. I'm not enjoying this as much as I used to, and I think as things come out, we might see more Cyber stuff coming forward. Like moving into this next set into the Blazing Vortex and whatnot, so this might become something different. And then the 1 Called By. I think the 1 Called By is just fine. I was probably going to play this anyway just as a tech choice, so this could honestly be the Forbidden Chalice, but I like this so far. After that, for traps, I'm still playing the 2 Superfactorial and the 2 Induction, mostly just because I like the send off of the Induction, and I like the big recovery off of Superfactorial, and now that we have both Alimbertion and Laplacian, I think the 2 of this is perfect, so yeah. That's it for the main. Moving into the extra, where we do have, I think, is it 3 new cards? Is it 3 new cards in the extra? Something like that. It's a few. So we're still playing the 2 Final Sigma, and then the 2 of the Magma. Then we have finally the Alimbertion. As you guys saw, this was easily the first card that we needed to pick up. I knew I needed to grab that. So this lets us search any of our math mechs by Exi summoning it into him. It also lets us search potentially any level 4 in our deck or any spell and trap in our deck on top of a 2k body. He can also tribute himself to summon a math mech from hand or grave, which does come up every now and then. So he's a really cool card. Okay, you know what? No, I know what I'm talking about when I mentioned that I was going to play more new other cards. I'll talk about that next week whenever I show off what I've found as tech choices for this during this kind of singles only thing. Then I'm playing Laplacian still. The Link Devotee and Disciple combo. Link Kribo is of course to go with the Devotee tokens. The Cyber's Wicked, which is easily one of the strongest cards in this deck. Same with the Splash Mage. Splash Mage is still really good. New coming to the deck, like I mentioned, is Code Talker Inverted. If you don't know what this guy does, not only does he point left and right, which is something that I've needed in this deck, because there's times where I've gotten Sigma off of Link Devotee and just need to get something that points sideways to link again into that to open up my extra monster zone. And the only card I had for that was like Update Jammer. Especially when you're under Devotee, you need something like that. So like my other option was going to be Proxy Dragon, but I went with the Code Talker Inverted. So what he does, it says, if this card is link summoned, you can special summon a Cybers monster from your hand to your zone this card points to, which is awesome. So, I mean, you do have to stick them under something, but like, who cares? that's still like really good. Of course, we're also playing, let me move Code Talker inverted. We're also playing Update Jammer still. Update Jammer is nuts. This card is really curled and it's bothering me. Like, I showed it earlier, but like, ugh, I'm gonna have to like stick this under a book or something. That card's curled as all heck. And then we're also playing one Transcode Talker, so we're playing 2 Code Talker monsters, so it's not like the microcoder only serves one purpose. No, we can link it into multiple things. And then we're playing the Rasterlager, which this should be, like I said, in the future, this will be an access code, so we'll be playing 3 different Code Talkers, and we could potentially play the Signet Conflict in the deck as well to negate things as like a one-of to search. So we might do that. But yeah, Rasterlager is really cool because this is just our budget version of the access code, which we're going to go into, which we go into this off of the Update Jammer, and then we target the Update Jammer, or actually no, we transcode, bring back the Update Jammer, link transcode and Update Jammer effect target Raster, and then Raster effect target the transcode, so he goes to 43 with 2 attacks. So there we go. That's how that works. Yep. All right. And that's it for the extra. We don't have a side just yet. I think that's what the week 3 is going to be. So we'll definitely see how this works out against Benji whenever we play against him. I'm really excited to see how this deck plays. I'm excited to see what the new cards do. I'm not saying it's going to change the world, because Benji could have completely changed his. Like, he could have picked up a whole bunch of new stuff, whereas I had to blow most of my budget just picking up a card that I need for my deck to play. So, but with that all said, thank you guys for watching. Let me know some cards I should pick up for week 3, and I will see you guys when we play against Benji.